What's up, my brother?
What's good?
Man, look, it's raining like shit up here.
Shit, it's about to start over here too.
Man, I'm so over this shit, bro.
You ain't never lied.
I am so over this shit. I don't have the energy, bro.
I'm not. How long before we go on so I can change my shirt? I don't want these niggas knowing where I work at.
No, we already up, bro.
Oh, I thought it's it.
I apologize. I do apologize for that, my man, but we are up.
It's all good. I ain't tripping.
Let me ask you a question. Are you coming up to SneakerCon DC?
I don't know. I gotta see. Cause that's the weekend after Dallas, right?
No, SneakerCon is not until September.
Oh, okay. If it's not until September. Wait, I thought it was something else. The weekend after. I'm tweaking. Never mind. It's something else.
Yeah, it's no cap Bojack. What's good? Yeah, it's September. I want to say September 6th and 7th.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna do an event that weekend because I know it's gonna be a lot of people in town, so I want to let everybody know.
Okay. Yeah, I could probably make that. I just gotta see what's going on first. Make sure ain't no releases and then crazy shit going on.
Makes sense. Look, I'm gonna tell you what. When I saw the story, bro, I was not trying to come for you. Pause. I wasn't trying to play with you. Pause.
Bro, no, I ain't even mad.
I know. I know she got some. I know she got some. She got some heat over there.
Oh, she got a lot of shit over there. She don't even.
From the looks of it, you got some shit over there too. I just don't know. I don't know everything you got back there.
I ain't. It depends on what the categories and shit gonna be. That's really how it's gonna. That's what's gonna have to make it work in my favor, depending on what the categories and stuff is gonna be like. So certain stuff I know she got me on, but I ain't gonna put it out there. I'm gonna make sure everybody just wait till Sunday for it. But,
so y'all doing it? What's going on? Because I don't think I just saw like a pick one. I don't really know exactly what's going
on. We ain't really ironed out all the details just yet. We kind of just made it official last night that we was gonna do the battle. But I think E-Money said he gonna shoot us the
game was Gucci. So y'all gonna do it live?
Yeah, we're gonna do it live on Sunday.
You know what time?
10 o'clock.
Damn. That's a little late, but I'll try to catch it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm an old man. I'll be in bed by 10 o'clock.
Everybody be having their own schedules and whatnot, so that was really like the best time for everybody.
No, it worked. I'm gonna definitely try to.
Around like,
who channel y'all going on? Your channel?
Nah, we going on E-Money on his channel.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to check that out, man. Hopefully I can get a link somewhere, or catch it up on YouTube, and I can click on it and check it out. Because I definitely want to see that. I'm trying to wait for Retro to get in here so we can get this debate going on.
Oh yeah, because I want to hear what he got to say, because I know he be on that shit heavy too.
And this is why, because I ain't really, because honestly, man, I've been fucking with battle rap for a while. I've been fucking with battle rap for a long time, and the thing is, I ain't really like I know people that I know personally that do battle rap, but they don't do YouTube, so I ain't really know too many people on YouTube that I be dealing with in this part of the community who rock with battle rap. And then Retro, I was talking to Retro about it, and then I posted something and you said something. I said, okay, that's all right. That's all I need is two. All I need is two.
Yeah, me and him was talking about, I forgot what battle. We was talking about a couple battles a minute ago, probably a couple weeks ago about some stuff. But yeah, I'm like you, I didn't know a lot of people was into it. I've been watching battle rap since they was using handheld mics. Like before they had all the little clip-ons and all the other shit. Like I've been watching it for a minute, for a good minute.
Yeah. I want to say, man, I'm talking about 106 and Park Freestyle Friday. What is it? Fight Club. They used to come on TV back in the day. Retro was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's good, my brother?
What's good, bro?
What is good? What's goody? What's good?
All right, so
but y'all getting into it. Retro Rico, what's goody?
What it do, bro?
Can you all hear me? Everybody hear me? I'm good.
Sure, all of us seen the Goods and Cassidy battle.
Yeah, I saw it.
Of course. By now, let's first say let's give it a good.
And I'm only, I guess I'm
salute for.
I'm calling the battle because it's on Smack. It's on URL. That's why I'm saying it's an actual battle now.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So how y'all feel about that?
I'll let Retro go first.
Well, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna answer with a question.
I feel like Cassidy. I feel like Cassidy could. I feel like you could give him the first round because he came prepared. Right. However, you could give it the Goods 3-0 too.
Yeah, I say if you go, Goods definitely won, but and I'll get into why after Retro say his piece too. But it's either Goods 3-0 or Goods 2-1. There's no other way to look at it.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Detroit kids, what's good? Hugo, what's good? Go ahead, Retro. What you got?
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I want to ask y'all a question though of where do y'all stand as far as them as rappers? Were you a fan of Goods? Were you a fan of Cassidy? Were you because I want to get the bias part out of the way because a lot of people are saying that people are just biased right now.
So at one point in my life,
I want to ask y'all a question though.
At one point in my life, I thought Cassidy was probably one of the best battle rappers ever. Early on. Like, put it like this. What I saw Cassidy through the freeway was unbelievable. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I thought you were still going. I wasn't trying to interrupt. I mean, I will say for me, of course, I've been a fan of Cassidy longer, you would say, since I knew about him first. But hello? Y'all can hear me?
I'm still here. I just gotta take a call, but I'm still here.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, I was a fan of Cassidy first, but I've been a fan of Goods battles for at least, I want to say 3-4 years. I ain't really been up on Goods too long. But at first, I was really kind of just like, I really didn't feel his style at first because it was like he too laid back. You know what I'm saying? He just sipping his cup and he's rapping. But he's one of them dudes like he just really talks to you. He don't do all the extra performance type shit. He's not really doing anything. He's not really doing a lot of that stuff. So me being used to seeing the Conceders and the Sue Surfs and the Hitmans and all that kind of stuff, I'm used to seeing that. So when I see him, he's like he's like the Andre 3000 of battle rap. You know, he's different. He's not like everybody else. So it took me a minute to actually get where he was coming from and actually listen to what he's saying versus looking at what all he's doing. Because battle rap is an act now to an extent. You got to have more than just bars. You got to have, crowd control. You got to have performance. You got to have delivery. You got to be able to, go get angles, go personal, do all that kind of stuff. So if you don't do all that, which Cass didn't do in this battle for real, it's hard for you to win.
Yeah. And at the same time, I wasn't, at one point, I didn't even know. I want to say I just really found out who Goods was. I want to say probably about, I would probably say a few years ago. I wasn't really, because I used to rock with Charlie Clips heavy.
Facts, yeah.
I used to rock with Charlie Clips real heavy. Charlie Clips get busy. So other than Clips, of course, Hitman, of course, Surf, of course, even Twerk, even to take it back, even Jay Mills. I used to feel like Jay Mills get busy, but it's just now I guess it's a whole different era now. And I don't think a lot of the rappers from back then, I don't really think this is the right playing field for them, in my opinion.
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, he still got that same style from back then, and it's not that to me, and it's just for me, it's not that Cass wasn't saying shit. It's that he didn't do, like you said, what people do now. He's just talking to the people I mean, he talking to his opponent, and he monotone with it. You don't hear no different levels of what he's saying. There's no aggression in it or anything like that. You still sound like the same cast that was doing the same shit from back in the day. Like,
exactly.
You got to switch it up.
And I feel the same way with Jay Mills and K Shine. I feel like Jay Mills, his shit was so outdated. Like, even in that situation, you can say Jay Mills had the first round because he was prepared.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also give it to K Shine. K Shine went the fuck off on that man. Clearly.
Yeah. And I think a lot of, especially with, well, I'll give you like a short, quick breakdown of why I say Cass lost. His first round definitely is debatable whether he get it or not, but he did come prepared. I think people wasn't fucking with him because his first round was kind of hyped because people ain't heard from him in so long. But after they did hear it, okay, when you come back second round, you sound the same, you doing the same shit. So people really kind of like, all right, this we not really trying to hear that. So that's where the boos came from. And then for him to cut his round short like he did, you kind of gave the whole round up yourself by doing that. Plus you stumbled twice.
Absolutely.
Stumbled twice and you cut your round off. You kind of gave that up. In your third, it just he had some shit in there, but it wasn't some shit that everybody was gonna catch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're saying some stuff that everybody ain't gonna catch on to. So when you go back and watch it versus being live in the building, you may say his third was decent, but it wasn't enough to win.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I was listening. I forgot what interview I saw. It might have been Tay Rock. Tay Rock, 15 Minutes of Fame. So he said he felt like Surf 30 Geechee. He said he felt like that, but he felt like Surf edged him every round, which means that's a good ass battle.
Right.
That's a pretty decent battle.
I don't know. I really can't even give you one. I really can say I can see that battle going 2-1 either way, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't. So have you already seen it already?
I watched bits and pieces of it because my internet was kind of shaky when I was trying to look at it. But
yeah,
what I did hear, every round, every bar on both sides was solid. I didn't hear no chokes, no filler. Like Surf came 3 rounds prepared. No screw ups, no mishaps, no nothing. And you ain't seen that from him in a minute. So yeah, Surf and Geechee, they definitely did their thing. I didn't think that battle
in over a year.
Yeah, I haven't been able to catch it yet, but I'm going to. I don't really do. I'm not really interested in buying booking watching battle rap through pay-per-view. I don't really have the desire to do that.
Right.
But Retro, what you got? I mean, you out there where it originated at, so you gonna have a little bit more to say than what we got.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about Goods and Cass, it comes down to good. Cassidy just sounded like he was back in Freeway days. That's just simple as you can get. Like, some people don't seem to understand that when you come to this, that the new battle. All right, I'll compare it to Jay Mills. Look at Jay Mills. I think Jay Mills did well. I don't think he did bad versus K Shine. It's just that he was stuck in an old format. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things have changed now.
Right.
You can't bar heavy someone to death anymore. Like, that's not gonna work. Because if that's the case, then what would you say? Cannabis or somebody like some of these real lyrical rappers, even Eminem, like even down to Eminem, like being overly lyrical is not gonna do it for us nowadays. You gotta perform. You gotta show us something. And to me, that's why Goods has always been one of my top battlers next to Lux and you know what I'm saying, Mook and one of the greats, Surf, of course, because they can perform. Sometimes you ain't got it. You can simplify it. You ain't got to really go too crazy.
See, and like I said, I feel like because we talked about this a couple of days ago. I feel like with Mook, I feel like because you obviously from what we talked about the other day, you know way more shit about Mook than me. But the battle that I've actually seen Mook in, Verb, I feel like Mook lost to Verb to me. I feel
like I agree.
Okay, what did you say with him losing? How?
I just feel like Verb. I just feel like Verb was more. I feel like Verb was just better in that battle. I feel like Verb was better. I feel like Verb was better, and I feel like Mook his third round rocked me to sleep, bro.
See, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think Verb was overall better. I just think Mook beat himself. I think he beat himself. I think he didn't like assess the crowd, the audience, the way things was working, and notice like, yo, you neck and neck already. Like they really, I think that was a draw to me, but I could see why you would say Verb won because Verb, you know what I'm saying? He struck blood. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody has seen Mook get hit like that before.
That's a fact. Unless you count the Jay Mills battle, him and Jay Mills battle was pretty cool.
Yeah, but that was Mook on his way up. Mook wasn't that he was okay. You know what I'm saying? He was boxing at the God. So Jay Mills was the God. So of course Mook's gonna look incredible going at Jay Mills.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Mills,
I really feel like what you're saying, Mook did beat himself. I feel like he didn't really prepare for that battle like he could have. Because I feel like he thought he just knew he was going to edge it. And Verb, whether people like Verb or not, Verb been spitting for a minute. Like, that man is a legend in the game.
No, Verb is on Mount Rushmore.
Straight up.
Verb got Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I feel like
Verb with them jabs, they just kept landing and it fucked them up.
I feel like Verb showed up to talk to Mook Soul, and he did just that.
Same way he did Deluxe.
Yeah, he was talking like
nah.
I didn't see the Lux battle yet, but from what I'm hearing, he talked to Lux.
Verb got Lux 2-1. That's my opinion. I don't care what nobody say.
I think it's debatable. I respect it. But I tell you this one, that's the best Verb you've ever seen.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the best Verb I've seen. That Verb, Mook Verb, and then Hitman Hollow Verb are the three best Verbs I've seen in a minute.
You would throw Mook Verb in there? I thought Mook's Verb was just. I thought that was just regular Verb. I would say Verb versus what's his name? Verb versus Twerk was better.
I don't remember that one.
No sir. No.
Nah.
No fucking way. Twerk.
You think Verb versus Mook was? You see, I don't give much like weight to what Verb did to Mook because I feel like all he did was take Mook's whole style. Think about that battle. Mook didn't dissect Verb down for nothing, and we know Mook to be the dissector.
Right.
He didn't do that with Verb, so I feel it looked crazy when Verb did it to him.
Yeah, but
like
he was
that's part of having angles in battle rap.
Exactly. No. That's exactly it. But I'm saying that's not Verb's style. So I'm not even looking at you for you being you. It's sort of like when K-Shine went versus Geechee. What did they say K-Shine sounded like? They said, damn, he sounded a lot like Twerk.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying.
So would you say, okay, so only other Verb that I know was just a straight killer was back in his old days, and that was when it was Verb versus Hollow. Verb versus Hollow.
Yeah.
That's like the only other one I could put up there, like top tier. Like he left Earth. Period.
I don't know, bro. I feel like that Mook battle, bro. I feel like he was talking. See, and I just feel like he was talking to Mook, like he was talking to him. And that's what I look for in battle. Like, I don't want to. First of all, if you mention somebody else, that's cool. But when you're talking to the crowd and saying, okay, I get that. But when you show up and you like, my nigga, I wrote these rounds for your ass. Like, you about to get the work. Like, he talked to that man. So I feel like Mook clearly beat himself in the third round. Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Verb turned the fuck up in the first round.
Verb always has strong first though.
Which round was the third? Yeah, which round was the none of us line? That was the first round?
I think that was the first. I think that was the first round.
Okay, so then I agree. Yeah. Because to me,
the first round.
I look at the battles. I look at like after bars because all right, if you look at it right now, a lot of people are starting to turn and say after the video came out that Cassidy beat Goods. Oh, he did what he said he was gonna say. He had bars. And I'm going, Well, then you got to keep the same energy when you look at Mook versus Verb. Because if we're gonna talk just bars, Mook barred them to death. Period.
Yeah, he did.
If you put it that way, yeah, I get what you're saying.
He did.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I don't look at the battle that way as far as with Goods and Cass. And even with Verb and Mook, I guess you could say I look at the haymakers, and like True Freak said, I look at how you talk to a person. That's why when you said 2-1 Verb, I could agree with you. You're not gonna get no debate from me, only for the simple fact of he talked straight to that man.
That's it.
Everything he said, that none of us, that shit hit so hard from the first round. I was like, damn, how is Mook gonna come back from this?
Straight up.
All he did after that was just bar. And I was like, yeah, you got some good raps, but you're not dissecting them the way you did Iron Solomon, the way you broke down Jay Mills, the way you broke, you know what I'm saying? The people that we know Mook to break down.
Lie. That Iron Solomon battle, them 5 rounds bored me to death.
That shit
not
was,
Mook, but Iron, because he couldn't come back. Iron couldn't even spit his own written shit because he hit him so hard. It was boring. It was one-sided.
Yeah, it was definitely one-sided.
Exactly.
It was definitely one-sided. I was not impressed with that one at all.
So what y'all think of people saying Cassidy and Cassidy? See, I just came from watching a couple of flashback, not flashbacks, but recaps. People doing their recaps, and then I came across the Norbs joint where he had Cassidy on there. With Cassidy doing 2 million doing $1 million in 2 days, he's talking about he won. Cassidy is under the impression that he won this battle.
Cassidy's the thing about it is Cassidy is still out here doing. Cassidy's doing the same thing that Jay Mills is like. He's delusional. He's trying to convince himself and everybody else that he won. My nigga, you lost.
I think Jay Mills was closer to winning than Cassidy.
Yeah,
Cassidy,
yeah.
you didn't even finish the second round, bro. You lost.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
I said the same thing a minute ago.
yeah.
But the only thing I
That's
think
like Surf going Jersey.
It's hard to really
No, I agree.
because people be looking at so many different things. Like you got to look at, like you said, you got to look at how they talk to him. You got to look at, whether they, got delivery, whether they got crowd control, performance, all that stuff. But you got to think about the other elements in it as well. Battle rap is a chess match. Like I know, like let's say I'm going against Hollow the Don or whatever. I'm automatically going to make that man go first if I win the coin flip because I know he's known to rebuttal. So somebody that can do that, like when he battled Sue Surf made Hollow go first and then he rebutted what he said. You beat him at their own game. So stuff like that too.
Yeah,
you gotta incorporate that into how somebody wins a match. You got to beat them at their own game. It's, throw those punches first because if you do some shit, if they do some shit and you counteract it because you're trying to match what they're doing, people going to rock with them more because they know that's what they're known for. So you're going to automatically lose that edge, no matter how.
Let me ask you about the rebuttal game. Y'all give a lot. Y'all give points for the rebuttals.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you got to.
Okay, hold on.
The original line.
But now, wait. Now, this is what I'm saying. Now, do you give points for the rebuttal at the beginning of the round, in the middle, at the end? Like,
it depends on how it hits. Because you can rebuttal some shit from the first round and the third, but depending on how it hits, I may or may not be able to give you that one.
Yeah. Because you got to remember, like, if y'all saw that battle with Sue Surf and Rum Nitty.
Yeah.
The Spud Webb. Oh my god.
Crazy.
That shit was crazy and it was perfect timing, bro.
But timing. Now I'm gonna give you all a different way to look at it because, like, I spit. I don't know Retro if you spit. I don't know Shoe Freak if you got some bars over there chilling.
No sir. No sir.
I'm just saying. Now, look at it from where I'm thinking. I respect what y'all are saying because yes, I respect it. I give points for rebuttals, but I also know that you've been standing over there while I rap for the last 4 or 5 minutes. I could think up 2 bars that'll rebuttal something you just said real quick if I had 5 minutes just to stand there and think about it.
Sure, but they got to hit.
You understand what I'm saying?
They got to hit.
No.
For it to be impromptu, that's what they get credit for,
It get credit for when it hit.
Some people still can't even do it.
Nah, it's not that they can't do it. They don't run a risk.
Yeah, because you
got to figure you just put together 3. No. I'm not saying I don't give him credit. No. I'm not saying I don't give him credit. That's what I said. I agree with what y'all saying, but I also look at it like, but you was just standing there for 5 minutes, nigga. You like I could come up with something as I'm standing here with y'all right now. I could come up with something if somebody said something to me. for 5 minutes. It's not like you said something and then I came right back. It's not like snapping. Like I might say, "Oh, your shirt," and then you like, "Oh, your hat." You see what I'm saying? Like it's quick.
Right.
Like that's more of a freestyle to me. But a rebuttal is like, okay, he said this. Let me think in my round if I got something close to it. Okay, I still got 4 or 5 minutes. Sometimes 6, 7, 8, 9. You dealing with somebody like Mook, he rapped damn near 20 minutes in the third round. I could have came up with a whole verse in 20 minutes.
Well, okay. All right, Retro, what about that? Because I can't remember the dude's name, but Chef Trez battled another guy. And it was a small room event. I can't remember the dude's name about to save my life. But
I know you're talking about Bang. Bangs.
Chef Trez started his round off that rebuttal.
Yeah. No.
Shit like
Chef Trez is one of Chef Trez is one of the nicest up there with Bangs. There's a few that like you're like, yo, how did you think of that shit? Because I give points to if it's difficult, not if it's something simple. Like if it's difficult, if you found a punchline or a secondary and you came with a whole scheme with it, like Chef Trez does shit, and the other guy, I think Bangs, that is like, yo, how the hell did you think of that? And it was difficult. Like it was a double entendre. It was like something way other than just simply responding. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, yo, do we give points for that? But edging them closer, or you know what I'm saying, for the win or not. That's all I was asking.
I feel like
that's good shit.
I feel like depending on the rebuttal, because you know it gotta hit. Like you can say some shit, but it gotta hit right for you to be like, okay, that was clever. You know what I'm saying? You don't just say anything just because you wanna, you know what I'm saying, try to put yourself back in the game or whatever the case may be. And like you said, you got 4 minutes. So you got time. It's all about if you're willing to run the risk and say it, and it might not hit like you wanted to.
Also, some of these dudes can't remember their rhyme, man. So you trying to already think of a rebuttal, and you forget your whole second and third verse.
Yeah,
I've seen that's chess all day right there.
And Twerk, bro. I seen Twerk battle Bill Collector, and it was like, bruh.
Yeah.
Man, anybody that had close battles with Bill Collector, I'm sorry. Except for recently, he's gotten better. But 3, 4, 5 years ago, you having close battles? Nah, bro. That's
bro. My thing with him and Twerk, I'm like, Twerk, my nigga, this is the opening round, my nigga. You don't even remember that. Now,
but then it's if they Twerk wasn't serious, but I don't think he really wanted that battle. Some of these battles just be for the bag.
No, which you know what I mean? Probably was. However, when he got the momentum, he fucked him up. Let's be clear. Let's be clear on that. However, in the beginning, I'm like, bruh, what? You forgot your opening statement? Like how? However, like I said, when
I just can't take Twerk serious. I mean, he's decent, but I don't consider Twerk like top tier or nothing like that.
You consider Twerk decent? Wow.
Decent? Wait. Let's dissect that. Wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute. What do you mean decent?
He hit or miss with me. Like you really never know exactly what you're gonna get from him until he do his I'm strapped in shit. Then you know he finna go off. Other than that,
I feel like he beat Verb.
Yeah, I think he beat Verb.
I feel like he beat Verb, bro.
You know what? Before I'm not gonna speak on that one because I don't remember that one. I had to go back and watch it again, so I can't say nothing about it.
I feel like that was one of the best third rounds of.
That battle, the biggest line of that joint was when he said, "I'm over the body with the hoodie down." He took off his hoodie.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
That shit.
That was hard. That was,
but yo, let me take. Hold on. Fun fact about that. I don't know if you know, Shoe Freak. Fun fact about that. You know, everybody was waiting for him to do that, so it hit. On camera, it was like, oh. But that was like an underlying like Twitter joke and what's the name from between him and Calico. Because Calico been saying like, yo, what you gonna do? Wait till you battle me to take off your hood? Because remember, that was always the running joke about Twerk. He always got the hood on. He always got the hood on. It was sort of like a punchline. You know what I'm saying? It was sort of like a punchline that everybody was waiting, but it's just the way he did it that made the room shake. That's really what it was.
Crazy. That shit was crazy. And like I would have hated to be on the other side of that. I
mean, yeah, that was a haymaker. Anybody would hate to be on the other side of that. It don't matter who he was facing. They would have had the same reaction no matter who it was.
That shit was
over the body with the hoodie down.
That shit was bananas. And like so how do let me ask y'all, how do y'all feel about this era of battle rap with no more like, because I'm under the impression all from back in the day, all they did was meet up and they would freestyle against each other. Whoever run out of shit, they lost.
Man,
now
it wasn't even freestyles back then. It was better articulated to where you couldn't tell what it was written.
Yeah, everything. Yo, a freestyle is just me being able to spit something that you ain't never heard before. That's it. Right. Off the top is when you making it up right on the spot. Off the top and freestyle is two different things. Like that's what people got to understand. Okay. So back in the day, go ahead. What you say, Shufik?
I was about to say so back in the day, I'm sure they wasn't. So now I don't even know if they were writing back in the day. I don't.
Oh, yeah, they were definitely writing back in the day. They were definitely writing.
Yeah, they had bars ready to go. They had a good 32. They knew a good 32 right off the rip because they could get off the train and see a nigga that was like, "Oh, you Murder Mook, yo, my nigga," and just start going in. And now you kind of gotta respond after that. You gotta have something.
Yeah. But
the best way to know some of that. Go ahead. No, I was gonna say the best way to know some of that is like you got to go back and if you can find some of the videos, listen to some of them Hot 97 freestyles or any of the other stuff they was doing, any of those mixtapes they used to do when they would do freestyles on there. You'll hear a lot of some of the same 2 or 3 bars here and there spit out in different spots, but they got a bunch of shit around it, so you don't remember it. But they recycle bars back then. There's nothing new. The game ain't changed. They just added more to it.
I know. I can believe it.
Verses on albums.
You know, if you out and about and you out with the homies and you just so happen to come up on somebody and you just so happen to come up on a cipher and you jump in there and then you and somebody else going head to head. Pause. Now that's what I'm saying. The person that you're going at it with, you don't have anything written for him because you don't even know him. You don't even know you're going to see him.
That's why they used to go so punch heavy back in the day.
How the battle worked.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. The battles, like back in the day, I say like this. You see the way Cassidy's bars could have been to anybody. Anybody could have been standing in Good's way. In his shoes right there. And Cassidy's bars would have fit to it. That's why you said that Verb fucked up Mook, because he was talking right to Mook. Those bars was not for nobody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Back then, if they had time before they met up with somebody or before they hit that, because you would hear, especially in Harlem, niggas would be like, yo, the nigga on 114th think he nicer than the nigga on 120th. Oh, word, what's that nigga's name? Boom. You might have a day or two because you about to go up the block in a day. So you like, all right, I'm gonna write all these bars with this nigga's name in it, this nigga's people's, his set, his whatever. Then you hit the block. Now it sounds more personable. But if you just happen to be walking through the street and you see him, he see you, and niggas throw gas on that shit, oh, let me hear something. Let me hear something. Oh, now it's just who can out-rap each other longer. And that's where the Mook verse at the end. Remember, I was telling you, Shufrik, at the end, he would have won in the street. Mook would have won in the street. You rap for 20 minutes, no stumble. That's a win.
But
not in this era.
My nigga, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now it was a long round. It got kind of boring. The fact that he was able to remember all of that shit,
exactly,
that was pretty dope.
That shit is impressive on all levels.
On all levels.
I'm talking about you talking about 3 rounds, but the last round is 30 minutes, and he ain't slip up, he ain't stumble, none of that. And I'm like, wow.
And said he had 8 more rounds.
8 more.
I mean, I
had 8 more. Yo, think about Lux.
He's been doing this shit well over 10 years. You know he got it. You know he can.
Look at Lux. Lux versus Calico. He said he had like a good 10 to 12 more rounds. That's why he kept saying all first verse. Think about it. If it was all first verse when he came into the second round, if that was all first verse, what the fuck? How much was you writing?
Yeah, no bullshit. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I ain't gonna lie though. That crowd slick helped Lux a little bit, but his third round is what gave him that battle. If it wasn't for that third round, Lux would have lost that battle.
He was talking to that man though. See, that's
the stumble in the first, and then his second being his first still in a sense. But Calico did.
I don't think, and that's
the only reason I didn't give Calico the second round really in that one was because Calico had those stumbles and he did it more than once. I'm big on if you stumbling and you keep doing it, that battle, the round is done. Like I don't.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. That's how I look at it too. Like, my nigga, you had 5 months, bro. Come on, get it together. How y'all feel about?
See, and I think
how y'all feel about like just to name a few? Like, how do y'all feel about like Serious Jones? How y'all feel about Jen?
Serious Jones, I forget. I know Retro but I forgot what it was. It was a show back in the day where the dudes used to be like in a basement rapping across a pool table or something.
That was Fight Club.
Yeah, Fight Club.
Fight Club.
He ain't been shit since then to me, honestly.
Who, Serious Jones?
Even when he battled Mook, he was ass to me. Like, he was basic. He sounded to me then like Cass sounded against Goods.
Exactly.
Okay, so when they was when they was across from that pool table, that's when he got jumped from the Rough Riders and did them dirty.
Yeah, that's when he went against Jen. I mean, and even then, he was still spitting some basic shit. But like we said, he was talking to him. He couldn't use them rounds on nobody else.
Nobody
so hit harder.
And that's what I like in battle rap. I don't want to hear a bunch of generic shit. I'm good on that. I don't want to hear a bunch of generic rhymes that you could pick somebody out in the audience and whatever. I want you to talk to that. I feel like Goods was talking to Cassidy's soul.
Oh yeah, he was.
But that man's style. That's his style, though. You know what I'm saying? That was his style.
Detroit King said Serious Jones beat Mook. I don't think so.
I think he's
trolling. Yeah, I think he's trolling.
I think he's just fucking around. The fact that he put that LOL at the end, I think he's just fucking around.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I don't see it at all. You got to break that one down for me.
So let me ask y'all this: how y'all feel about Jack Boy jumping into the crowd?
Oh, I ain't even. Man, look.
I'm not as mad.
I'm gonna listen to y'all first because I got a lot to say about that.
I'm not as mad as him as everybody is. I'll say that because see when I look at the battle rap scene sometimes and I look at it as niggas do things for certain things. Like we were just talking about the Lux joint, not even to go back. We're talking about the Lux joint. I don't think he messed up in the first. I think that was all purposely. I think it was purposely done because I think it wouldn't have had much of an impact. The rest of his rounds, I don't think would have had as much impact if there wasn't that debatable thing to talk about. Because think about it, from there on,
I get what you're saying.
Now the same thing with Jack Boy. I think Jack Boy was getting spanked, and he was looking for the white flag, and instead of
absolutely.
But see, this the thing.
So I think jumping in the crowd. Think about it. Ain't nobody get hit. Ain't nobody get hurt. There wasn't no fight. There's no story. There's no video. There's nothing of what had happened. All they be saying is, "Oh, he jumped in the crowd." Yeah, because he didn't want that third round to get off.
I agree.
That third round.
That's how I was feeling.
I honestly with Jack Boy, just because like I'm not. I don't know John like that or nothing, but I do know people that in his camp, all that kind of stuff, whatever. But just with the way that shit went, Jack Boy fucked himself because his first round was not bad.
Jack Boy should have never been there. He's not ready for. He wasn't ready for that stage.
But
I would have never battled. I would have never battled.
When John and Twerk battled, and he tried and Twerk and him had that little jump in or whatever. He set the stage for it, so the people was asking for it. So you.
But that's because your man. That's because your man put you on the front line. He should have never been there.
Never.
Ever.
Never. He should have never been.
They don't even compare. That was like putting freaking filet mignon in front of a lion. Like John was there with his chops just ready to go. John was set for that. He knew what he was going in there to do.
He should have never. I'm sorry. He should have never been there.
I mean, I agree. He shouldn't have been there. But once you sign that contract and you get on that stage, my nigga, you gotta handle your shit. Like,
oh no, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like, I'm just saying there should have never been a contract for him to sign. That's what I'm saying.
But only reason I don't have no respect for him for that was because let's be real, and I'm a John fan like for a minute, but that round them first two rounds could be debated as 1-1 after the second. It could be. So when you get to that third, it's like, my nigga, all you had to do is at least finish it. You wouldn't
wait. So you got Jack. So you got Jack taking the first?
No, I didn't say I did, but I said some people do have it. Is where you could. Say,
okay.
My nigga, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If you see anybody who got him taking the first, send me the link, bro. Because I don't look. Everybody that I've seen, everything that I've seen, everybody been saying the same thing. This is the first time I've seen somebody get 3-0 and they only did 2 rounds.
Facts.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean that's
I
just
feel that way.
I'm
just telling you
legend for that
stuff
though.
that I've
He's a
heard.
legend.
What'd you say?
Some people been saying they gave him the first one because even Tay Rock and a bunch of others, they still said his first round was nice. So it's not like he just came out just straight ass, but his second and then him doing that shit in third, it made his first round irrelevant.
So maybe so because they could be saying his first round was nice, yes. Maybe not nice enough to win, but it was nice. However, let's say John edged the first round. After the second round,
I gave John the first anyway. I gave John the whole thing. I was just speaking from what I've seen other people say. I give a fuck about Jack Boy. He's trash to me. I was just trying to give the unbiased opinion of
from what I'm hearing. Because I didn't watch the battle. From what I'm hearing, John won the first round, and he murdered him in the second round.
Man, murder is an understatement.
Yeah, it's not even fair to say that. That's a fact. Like that second round was like that second round is gonna go down as a classic. Just the second round.
And the sad part is people ain't even heard the second round. All they saw was that one part about the chain and shit. You ain't even see the whole thing yet. That whole
I heard he got to the whole second round.
No. I'm saying people haven't heard it though. If you didn't watch the pay-per-view or you wasn't there, a lot of niggas don't even know what that second round was. All they know is the little clips they've been seeing on YouTube and on Instagram and whatnot that John posted. That's all they've seen from that alone. But that whole round was like that. The whole thing.
Ball for ball.
John left Earth.
He was punching.
Like I said, I don't think, and that's just being me. I don't think Jack Boy should have had that opportunity. That's just me. I would have rather see John and Twerk all over again. I'm sorry, because I don't think he should have been there. Because first of all, he never been on that big stage before. I'm trying to think who the fuck has he even battled for real? For has he? I don't think he really battled nobody like that. Not like that.
I think it was more so a grudge match. It was a grudge match.
That's exactly what it was.
All over social media, they had been going back and forth. He had been taking shots at John for a minute now. He been talking through Twerk and been talking over Twerk for a minute now. They tried to get him to get his shit off in that other joint with Twerk. John cut that down. So then that made him, it made more of them not like each other and want to really battle. So he thought he was ready, but nah.
And honestly, the only problem I had with that John and Twerk battle was it shouldn't have been here in Atlanta. It shouldn't have, because even though John got his league here, Atlanta, and I'm nothing against people, but a lot of people in Atlanta, not even from Atlanta in general, but they don't really know shit about battle rap. They still stuck in the old ways of banging pencils on the fucking desk listening to somebody rap. That's not what this shit is. They not used to the way this shit is going, and that's why I feel if that battle would have been in New York or anywhere else, it would have been slightly different.
For who?
You wouldn't have had all that booing in the third round with all the other. It wouldn't have been all of that.
Okay. So what do you guys think of the booing now? Because we didn't have this back in the
man. The booing is necessary.
Sometimes. I think the booing is necessary.
Sometimes. The John situation, no, because John made a valid point. Nigga, I wrote 3 rounds for you, not for him. He ain't about to come get off on my shit. Nah, if me and him gonna do what we do, that somebody set it up.
Right. It'd be different, like I said. It'd be different if it was like if John had somebody come in and say a line or two or whatever, just like how Hitman do with his brother. If I know I got somebody coming in and do that, then okay, cool, you can do it too. But if I ain't done none of that throughout the whole battle, you can't do that with me.
But him and Hitman and his little brother is almost like a package deal. And then his brother not saying no bars. His brother just might be saying 3 words.
But I'm just saying, as far as like, if you know that's gonna happen, if you know he's gonna do that, then it allows you to do it. But if you know John, he ain't never done no shit like that. Why would you come and do it? But like you said, he only did it to try to put his man on and try to help get him out there, and he made him look bad. He embarrassed his man and himself.
Yeah, bad. Twice.
You making yourself look. You only as strong as your weakest link, and Jack Boy is definitely the weakest link out of their camp. So you lowered yourself, in my opinion, with that.
Facts. I feel like I said, I just don't feel like he should have never got that opportunity. And then to jump in the crowd, like what are you doing?
Like Retro said, he was
Jumping
looking for
in
a
the crowd.
cop out. He
No,
That
no,
was
looking
the
for a cop
exit.
out.
I understand that, but now it's like, as a league owner, my nigga, I ain't booking you for what?
Oh hell no, no.
Why would I ever book you again?
Wait, but I can on the other. If you flip the coin, though, I can see him being booked though, because now he kind of gives you that factor of what is he gonna do. It's sort of like before when nobody wanted to sign Math, they thought he was going to knock everybody out. The same thing with I'm just saying, like even with Daylight, you never knew what you was going to get from Daylight. Not to mention,
like
Daylight's
only
one of
did
the
that
nicest
knockout shit when he knew he was losing.
Of course, I'm just saying you never know what you're going to get. With those type of battle rappers, still get booked because you never know what's going to. Like, look at Iron Solomon. Like, he can't get a card. Like, let's keep it real. Like,
He's trash.
I don't think he's trash. I just think nobody wants to see him no more.
He don't write the way he should for a lot of people. His bars be generic as fuck.
Yeah, nobody wants to see him anymore. Like, it's over. Like, we don't want to. Same thing as Serious Jones. We don't want to see you anymore. Disaster's coming up on that shit too. He gonna have to stay in the West Coast because nobody wants to see that either.
Oh yeah. I'll watch Pat Stay before I watch Disaster.
Facts. Big fact.
My man, first person say Charlie Clips before Wild Out. Charlie Clips was nasty, bro.
Charlie Clips is still nasty. Cut it out. I heard his last battle with what's the name that didn't come out yet? Fuck. It's Clips and shit. Damn, I can't think of it. It's another name. It's another name that we want to see him go against. But I heard that battle's supposed to be a classic.
How y'all feel about him and Rex?
Yo, I'm overly Rex's family, so I'm biased.
And look.
Hey, look. Hey, that's I appreciate the answer, my man.
I ain't even gonna say nothing. Whatever y'all gotta say, hey, I'm gonna let it rock.
I appreciate the answer because Rex got dog walked.
By who? Who was the last one?
I'm just talking about Clips. Well, and Shine, honestly.
Yeah, he got dog walked by both of them niggas. They both killed him for that.
Clips, I'll agree with you because I think it was two different styles. I personally don't think Rex should have been there. I definitely said a lot about no, don't take that shit, but whatever. Him and K-Shine, I look at differently because I feel like K, and this is no disrespect to Shine, no disrespect to you, my nigga. But nigga, that's your father, nigga. Like you was schooled by the dots, nigga.
Rex shouldn't have took that battle nowhere because he said it himself. Before we battled with fist.
Of course,
I totally agree.
You should have never signed an ink on that regardless. Once you said that line, that battle should never have happened.
Never.
Thank you. These are arguments that I've had. Trust me, plenty of arguments. Like, yo, y'all niggas really about to do this? Y'all fucking crazy? Like, I already saw the angle. I saw what everybody was going to say. I told Rex he lost that shit before he even rapped. Before you rap, you lost all rap.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is that, like you said, you lost it before you rap for the simple fact of what you said in a couple battles before. Before we get out here, we're a fist fight in the middle of the street. Like, bruh, you can't say that and then go battle with nigga. It's like, nah, no, sir.
And that wasn't a regular bar. That was a haymaker in another pivotal battle. That was a haymaker.
Absolutely.
And he meant that shit. That wasn't just a bar. He
meant that John Wilson in the street. Like, yo, that was a haymaker when he said it. Niggas was like, oh shit.
Crazy.
And then 3 months later, you standing up there against Come on, man. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that shit was horrible.
Yeah, that
really fucked him up.
That shit was bad. And you know what? That's why I feel like, well, then again, I don't know why he went into hiding after that, but I mean, it worked.
I will say this: he's pinning.
On the other side of that too, though. On the other side of that battle,
crazy right now.
Shine didn't have to try to be personal in that battle, even though that's what the people wanted because they so close. They wanted it personal. You don't. Even if you're gonna do that battle, you don't do that personal shit. You leave that shit out. Let it be bars.
Not with him. No, like him.
Nope. No, you don't. Fuck nah. See, and that's the part I'm saying. Like, I get the whole. It's friendly and what's it? All right, boom. Look at Verb versus Hitman. Hey, yo, Big Gerald.
Battle should have never happened.
That battle was staged. I don't care what nobody say. That was
of course. I'm just saying that's big. I'm just saying that's big shit. When you going against your man, like think about it. Look how it worked out for Lux versus Mook. Lux said, I didn't see red. I didn't think he was gonna see red, but I'll never do that again. Right. That's because you looking at it like, oh, that's my man's. That's Harlem. He ain't gonna do me that bad. Nah, nigga. When we get on this camera and this shit gonna last forever, you're not gonna have me looking crazy.
I'm not. No, you got a fact. You got a fact.
I mean, I'm gonna go both ways. Yeah, that makes sense. I get what you're saying.
No, I can see it both ways. I'm just saying, like, I don't ever look at it like, damn, man, Sean shouldn't have went like that. No, because what if Rex had a crazy verse that was bodying him? You gotta come. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come prepared for. You don't come with just one clip. That clip might miss, so you gotta have multiples.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, because I know you said you close.
Hey, y'all, before things, I do feel like JC pen game is proper too. No, that's a fact.
JC is nasty. I don't care what nobody say.
JC fire.
But
JC
let me ask you this, Retro. Since you say you close with Rex, I was under the impression, I heard through some people, that technically Rex did have a round. I don't remember if it was the second or third that he was really gonna fuck Shine up in, but then somebody said he couldn't do it. It had somebody else coming in to do something. I don't remember exactly what it was. Is that true or not? I never knew, but I heard it.
The truth of everything is Rex versus Shine was basically his retirement. He was done. He was done. There was a lot of street shit going on, a lot of family shit, like real life shit going on. And with him fulfilling that battle was like, hey, I signed the contract. I gotta do something. Once he saw Shine, you got to remember, like, I know it's hard, it's sad to say, like, oh, that's your son, but nah, my nigga, he groomed that nigga Shine, like, he built that, like, that was what, and he knew that, so he was willing, you know what I'm saying, he was willing to take that L, like, yo, you know what, I'm gonna take this, I'm not gonna do what I probably should do and ruin both of our careers, or put a stain on both of us. I'm already set. Like, even though Rex hasn't battled no more, like y'all said, he get dog walked and all that shit. Nigga, Rex built that shit. He up there with Surf and Verb and Lux, and he there. And he's there.
That's a fact.
He been there.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying other people, when they view it, they'll, oh, Rex is trash. My nigga,
that's because they ain't been around. They don't know. They don't go back and look at history and shit. They're just looking at what they know. I remember all this shit back when they was battling at the end of DVDs and shit. Like, nah, they don't.
Thank you.
If you don't know about that, I can't talk to you.
That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying. So Rex already built it. So that was like, that was like his what that shit that, their retirement game, like their last game, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's it. That's all that was. But he had a verse. He definitely had a verse. That is true. That is definitely true.
I would have. I mean, of course, I'm on the outside looking in, so I don't really, you know what I'm saying. I'm just going off what I see, and from that shit was bad for Rex.
Hold on, Deshaun said Nitty is. I ain't gonna lie, Nitty is nice too, but Nitty reminds me. Nitty is like a clone Tay-Rock to me. I just put it out there. I'm sorry.
That
he good.
I see that.
He punched better than Tay-Rock though. He punched better than Tay-Rock though.
He punched better, or his delivery is better.
I would say up there because I would say Tay-Rock's delivery is better. I would say Tay-Rock's delivery is better, but Nitty's punches is better.
I don't know. Nitty, his delivery is not. His delivery is A1, bro. His delivery is A1.
That's what I said.
That'd be kind of hard.
Because when them two battled, it was nice, but Tay-Rock definitely took that. Tay-Rock showed him like, no, nigga, this is what I do. You trying to kick, like, take over where I'm at. You can't take my spot. Like, he proved that.
I don't know. Okay. I mean, like I said, it's a lot of battle rappers out there.
I got Rock winning that anyway. I'm with you.
Okay.
It's a lot of dope battles out there, man. It's a lot of. So let me ask y'all this, because I know just by talking to y'all, I already know y'all aware of this, and y'all know exactly. Retro probably know more about this than either one of us. J Mills and Castro. Look,
that all right. That is what you call in the conspiracy.
For what we saw, it looked very bad for Castro. However, from what Castro is saying, that wasn't it.
All right, y'all remember making the band Jay Mills versus Enes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you see how that placement was just for the show. That was to show that Enes was, you know what I'm saying, a formidable opponent. They got Jay Mills and what's his name. He had already been battling all that night, Jay Mills. So they just threw that together and what they captured on camera. As far as the Jay Mills and the Castro joint, from what I heard, they were already shopping deals for Mills. So it would only look good if they caught him. Like, think about it. You can look at Castro and know he wasn't supposed to be battling no Jay Mills. You know what I'm saying? You can look at him and tell. Like, what have you heard from Castro before Jay Mills? We knew of Jay Mills.
I ain't hear nothing.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So you got somebody like Jay Mills battling somebody on camera that we can't even put no tagline or punches to, and then you got Diddy, Lil C's, and the rest of them standing around making the crazy facial expressions and capturing everything. It only looked good for his market value. Jay Mills went up. So you don't know what they, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what they made off of that. That part where Diddy's like, all right, I'm out of here. Like, that battle wasn't as long. You could tell that battle was a setup. They brought Castro to get castrated, I guess.
Yeah, I watched the interview. I watched the interview on damn, I forgot which one. I forgot. It was on Flip. On Flip on his podcast or whatever.
Queen's Flip?
Yeah, Castro was on the podcast. And Castro said he said the video, he said the verses were split. So he said they kind of made it look like Jay Mills just completely fucked him over, but it wasn't like that.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. I've heard that battle was a lot longer than what we saw on camera.
Of course, that's exactly what I heard.
They basically said it was like a first take, nigga. All we got to see was the highlights. That was it. We saw the highlights. Pretty much.
So I would love to see the rest of that battle, because the way Castro was talking like, my nigga, yeah, y'all saw a good. That nigga said, "Hey, you're big. Am I trouble or what?" I don't want to see no more after that. Why? I don't want to see any more of the battle after that. And Castro,
yeah, but see,
and Castro defense, Castro was saying, my nigga, what you saw from Mills was decent, yes. But if you see the full battle, you're gonna have a different outlook on who you think won. So I would love to see that full battle.
I don't believe him, and the only reason why I think he talking that greasy is because he know that them tapes ain't never coming out. I can say the same thing too.
I believe that though.
I can say the same thing too. Yo, that shit was crazy. But if you saw what I did, nigga, you know them shits ain't never getting released. Ever.
No bullshit. No, you right about that.
What is
Jay Mills, that guy? Yeah, back then maybe.
Yeah, back then Jay Mills was nice. And then you know the shit that irks me about Jay Mills, he get into these face-offs and say, I just signed a deal. Like, my nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about no deal. Niggas is running away from deals.
Facts. None of that shit matters.
I was with Young Money for so long and I ain't hear shit. I'm gonna leave that alone though.
Bedrock. That's it.
No, this right here. You know what that is, Retro. You know what that is. He over there doing this. That pen. He getting that paper. That's it.
That's the same shit Kanye doing the side high.
But even that's hard for me to believe, because it's like, how the fuck are you able to write this for somebody else and you can't write that shit for yourself?
Because we don't want to hear it from them. Quentin Miller. We wouldn't have accepted that song from anybody else but Drake. Well, if he would have came out with that shit,
but see, okay, hold on. Look at Quentin Miller's delivery. His delivery is slow, weak as fuck. Like, my nigga, I want to hear Drake do this. Now, look at Jay Mills delivery. Jay Mills can deliver some shit.
I don't think. Yeah, you want to hear
that. He's not an actual song.
Yeah, exactly.
He just does a verse.
Exactly. You want to hear that. You want to hear that. But little Sally, Sue, and Brian from accounting, that when he want to turn up on the weekend, he don't want to hear Jay Mills. He want to hear Lil Wayne.
Who won the turn up on the weekend?
Shut up.
Hey, you gotta chill
Ryan
out.
from
'cause
accounting, nigga.
Hey, you gotta chill out because I got an accounting degree, so you gotta chill out on accountants.
No. My fault, Retro. My fault. Love. You know, I didn't mean it like that. Bro. You know. Nah, but
I
whoa,
mean,
yo.
Mills did the same shit, just how Kanye do with Sci-Hi, which is a little bit different because I'd rather listen to Sci-Hi than J Mills anyway. Songs, freestyles, whatever.
But
That's
the
same shit.
thing about
Kanye
it
doing
is,
him dirty though.
you said Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye doing Sci-Hi dirty. It's kind of the same deal like with J
I don't
Mills and Young
think
Money. It's the same
I don't
shit.
think I don't think he's still there, is he?
Yeah, he's still there, but it's not just Sci-Hi though. It's not just Sci-Hi, so don't put that on my man. Yeah, it's not just Sci-Hi. He got a lot of them over there barring them for him. He got Rhyme Fest over there. He got Consequence over there. There's a few. It's not like he's just taking Sci-Hi's whole shit. You know what I'm saying? He coming in like, yo.
Oh, no, he got a whole team. He got a team of writers over there for sure.
Yeah, he got a team over there. Yeah, he got a team. So it's like it's sort of like how Hitmaker does his shit now. Like you got a whole bunch of writers and you know people that are just contributing to something to make the best possible song. And that's accepted now. It made that acceptable.
This is a perfect segue into, and because I wasn't even going to bring this up. However, I appreciate that you bring it up. Now, you find out. Well, how do y'all feel about rappers having writers?
They're not a rapper,
right?
Like Drake's not a rapper to me. Drake's not a rapper to me. Yeah, Drake's not a rapper. Period. To me.
So if y'all find out, allow me to reintroduce myself.
It's over. Jay-Z, I will delete everything. Everything.
I ain't gonna lie.
I've had this conversation before because people have said the same thing about Jay-Z and they say about Big. They like, yo, if you find out right now that Big didn't write anything, sky's the limit or whatever, I go, it's over. I'm deleting everything. It's over. Like, period.
I ain't gonna delete it, but I'm gonna look at it different.
Damn.
No. I'm talking about the legend, how I view you in my mind. Like in my mind, I'm from New York. It go Biggie, Jay-Z, Jadakiss. That's how it goes in my mind as far as New York rappers. If any one of them, if there's a reference track, if there's somebody can come out and actually say, yo, I wrote this or I wrote that, they automatically see you. Gone.
You don't fuck with Big L? I would think you would fuck with Big L, Retro.
I fuck with Big L, but I don't fuck with over rappers. Like Papoose is an over rapper. You don't gotta do that much. I feel like you're doing too much to prove to me that you're nice when I already know you're nice. So make a dope song. Make me a dope song that I want to play. Replay value. I don't want to just hear it once and be like that shit was fire and then keep it moving.
Yeah,
I respect it. That was nice.
Papoose proved he could rap to me way back when. Even when he did that alphabet freestyle forwards and backwards shit. I was like, I need to rap then. I ain't need all that extra shit.
Thank you. Why you doing that? Why you gonna rap A to Z and then go Z to A? For what?
That shit, bro, that shit was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it was, but you know
that shit was phenomenal.
Okay. Truthfully, I gotta
show me more now. Show me something different. He ain't showing nothing.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Retro, watch this though. Retro, watch this. Hey, Shoe Free, when's the last time you listened to it?
You're right.
Fact. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. You listened to it once. You said that shit was incredible, and then you went on to listen to some Sade and Patti LaBelle. That's what I'm saying. Like you want to listen to something
that nigga say Patti LaBelle. What the fuck? All right, so
I think I say his wife a better rapper at this point now.
Yeah, Remy got it. Remy got it.
So hold on. So my man Deshaun say Pusha T is the GOAT. No, I can't agree with that.
Nah, I can't agree with that.
Pusha T nice pen, but I ain't gonna say he's a GOAT. No.
Pusha T gets busy for sure. The GOAT, a bit of a stretch. Yeah. Bit of a stretch.
What do we consider a GOAT though? Y'all tell me what y'all think a GOAT is. What's a GOAT to y'all as far as in rap?
To me, I look at the long lasting of the music, like not necessarily you, but your music, and how well you put that shit together. Like DMX to me is one of the GOATs to me.
Yes.
I can give you that. Yeah.
Of course, Jay, Biggie, of course. That's part. Those are givens.
I don't even consider them in the game no more. Like,
hold on 1 second. My wife calling, fellas. Hold on 1 second.
Retro, what you say a GOAT is, yo?
I mean, for me, I would say kind of pretty piggyback off of what Shoe Freak said. Same thing, but at the same time, I want to see how did you transcend the game to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, did you make an impact on a decade, dynasty, whatever you want to call it? Like, what did you do? Like how Steph Curry transitioned, he influenced the NBA. Can you do that with rap? Not only from what you said, what you did, like your entire embodiment of work, from your music to your community, everything. All that is what makes you a GOAT, in my opinion. Can you do more than just
inside? Yeah, so basically in the game and outside of the game.
Right.
Got you. No, that I gotta agree with that. Like that's how I look at shit. At first, I look at it like, okay, let me see what you're talking about musically and your skill set. Then after that, it's like, all right, now what business moves are you making now? You know what I'm saying? What are you investing in? What are you bringing to the table? Like, yeah, I'm with you there.
I never said Kanye was a GOAT. I just said the nigga was nice.
I think Kanye's a GOAT. And I don't consider Kanye a rapper. Like, a lot of people got to understand, I don't think Kanye's a rapper. I take him as a producer first. He's a producer first, and he finally got in the game. And he ain't letting up. He don't even write his own songs. Yeah, but neither does Drake. And nobody kills Drake for it.
Well, I never called Drake a GOAT either. That's damn sure. So
hold on, kill Drake for what?
No, they said Kanye is not a GOAT. He don't even write his own raps.
Spicy crispy chicken sandwich.
Shit, let me get one too.
Look, I try to talk low, right?
You got to get the Big Mac sauce on it.
Look, straight up. So look, man, I'm not sure what y'all was talking about before I got back in.
No, I was just reading what Sean J said. He said Kanye is not a GOAT. He don't even write his own raps. I said neither does Drake, but they don't kill him for it.
Damn, but you know what? Because when I think of some of the shit that I've heard Kanye say, damn, bro. I'm talking about Through the Wire Kanye. Jesus Walk. I'm talking about Kanye West.
That's all Kanye though. That's not that you can go back into the credits and what's in the. All right, you know what? This is what's so crazy. Let's break it all the way down. If I'm in the studio,
light skinned niggas.
Light skinned niggas.
We're not here.
If I'm in the studio, Pete, if I'm in the studio, right? If I'm in the studio and I got Retro in the studio and I got Shoe Freak in the studio, okay? And I'm barring something down. I'm getting crazy. And then I go, yo, how should I say it? Should I say it like this or should I say it like that? Or Retro or Shoe Freak goes, yo, don't start it like that. Start it like this. Kanye, he is the one that's going to put your name in the credits as you were a participator in writing that song.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of the times, it's not that they wrote for him, it's that they might have came up with a concept. Yo, do a song about this. Do a song about that. No, don't say it like this, say it like that. Now, sometimes there's also references where they're like a Travis. Travis Scott might go in there and lay a whole hook for Kanye. He ain't gonna change it. He just gonna go right in with it. So it's like, it all depends. The same thing with Drake. We know Drake can rap. We know he can write. But he's also had help. So it's like, if you're not going to kill Drake, you can't kill Kanye.
Oh, my nigga True just sent me a donation.
I agree with that.
My nigga True, I appreciate that, my brother.
True, what's goody?
My first donation ever. My man True Kicks, I appreciate that, my guy. No question.
I would have made a donation a while ago, but you two don't take pennies because I'm broke.
Hey, the fact that you was even willing to do that, that's why you my man. That's why you my man, bro.
If I could, I'd donate 99 cents all day.
Hey, my thing is this. I feel like I don't know, man. Like now that I'm thinking about it, Do we know for sure? Retro, don't go off on me, bro. Do we know for sure that the Quentin Miller reference track is a real reference track? Do we know that for sure?
Yo, Shoe Freak, cut it out, man.
I don't see how you can say it's
Drake said it himself. Drake said it himself.
Drake said that he gave him a reference track.
Drake has admitted to that man coming with their team in their little boot camp that they got. Yo, all these teams got boot camps. All of these teams. From your Kendrick, J. Cole's to your what's the name? It's just if you have the integrity and if your pen is that.
Bro, I'm not trying to. I'm just saying. I've never heard Drake say yes. Quentin Miller gave me a reference track, and I never heard that. Now we can put it like this: you can hear me rap. You can hear me rap some shit from Jay-Z, just some old shit from back in the day, and it sounds horrible. And then all of a sudden, I can have Funk Flex say, "So here's a reference track of 99 Problems." Are you gonna believe it just because he said it?
No, Drake admitted to it. First off, that's point blank. Period. Drake admitted that there was the reference track.
I just never heard him admit it. That's all.
He admitted it. We heard the reference track, and then the simple fact that they're not doing work together anymore lets me know that it was real, that it really happened.
I mean, that makes sense.
Why you not working with the nigga no more?
Because the nigga is supposed to be the nigga. I look at it like this. He
was in fear for his life after he got beat up at the Nike store, so he stopped altogether. That's what happened.
Like
but before that, you put that man's name on the back of the CD. It's in the credits. His name's in the credits. So he wasn't a really ghostwriter.
So is that so I don't know, man. Like, and let's be clear, I'm not trying to cover up for him. I just want to make sure I'm clear on what's, you know what I'm saying, on everything. I don't want to, because even after I heard this shit, I'm like, I don't know. It sounds like an older version of it, but it could possibly be a reference track. I don't know.
To me, Drake is a pop artist. He's a pop artist. He might come to the studio and the song might be there for him already, like an R&B artist. When they pull up to the studio, the song is written already. We don't beef with R&B artists. They ain't writing a lick. They can just sing their ass off.
That's a fact.
And half of them get told how to sing it too.
And you know what? That's interesting though, because you know what? There's never any beef with the R&B. Never. There's never any beef with R&B artists. But then you think like, damn, why not? Because if you find out J.O. somebody didn't write this, you feeling some type of way. But Beyonce ain't never wrote shit. You love the shit out of her.
No. She pins a lot of shit, but a lot of her big hits, The Dream, what's the name? Neo, what's the other dude's name? The muscle dude. You know what I'm talking about? Oh shit. Sean something. Sean,
you talking about Sean Garrett?
Sean Garrett, yeah. These dudes are pinning hits for Beyonce. They're pinning hits for Rihanna. Nobody takes it from them.
Tank writes a lot of people shit too, though.
No, that's a fact.
Tank writes a lot of shit. Like that's what I'm saying. So I look at Drake as that. Like, yo, you're a pop artist. You can pull up to the studio and feel like writing, or you can pull up to the studio and go, yo, pull up that reference.
The difference is though. The difference is R&B artists don't put it out there like this is my shit. They just sing it and sing their ass off. Rappers portray this. Yeah, I write all my own shit. I spit all my own shit. Everything come off the top of the dome, whatever. And that's where the problem comes in because you're portraying some shit you're not. R&B artists don't give a fuck who wrote this shit. I say
I agree.
That's it.
I agree. Hey, shout out to True Kicks again for my first donation. I appreciate that, bro. No question. I definitely agree. I definitely agree with that. So let me ask y'all this to kind of switch this. It's still on somewhat music, but it's kind of shifted a little bit because I'm watching this shit though. How y'all feel about? Because I'm sure y'all heard some of this. How y'all feel about Suge Knight making niggas drink piss?
Wait, what?
Oh, you never heard that?
You got to context it because I think I know of what you're talking about, but keep going.
Suge Knight, Suge Knight from what I'm saying, from what I've seen and what I've heard from back in the day. Suge Knight used to have, I guess, whoever was involved with Death Row back in the day, who was doing some bullshit or some shady shit, he would make them drink piss. I mean, I'm assuming out of a cup of piss.
See, and how I heard it was he would piss in their champagne. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I don't know how true that is.
I didn't know so much of the way he just setting up in front of you and going, "Yo, nigga, you better drink that." I didn't know that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I need more.
So I don't know. Maybe that's exactly what it was. I'm just twisting it a little bit. But so, do y'all feel like as a being in entertainment, like if you guys were rappers, do you think you would have been able to sustain being a part of Death Row?
I would have never signed to Death Row.
Right. I mean, for me, I think a lot of things, and there's no discredit to Snoop or anybody else that was signed that was a legend or whatever. But I think Suge knew what he was doing by recruiting certain people. You only went after people you could intimidate, that you could mold into what you wanted. So that's why you didn't see a lot of other big artists jumping on that bandwagon like that. He only went for people he knew he could manipulate.
That makes a lot of sense.
You weren't gonna see. You would have never saw a Biggie Smalls on Death Row. Period.
Nope. So, and I look at.
Think all that nigga Suge Kelly.
No, and I look at the track record. Look at all the artists that were on Death Row that eventually turned around to want to run from that motherfucker.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, he's strong on a lot of people. Like even Pac, he's strong on Pac. If I'm gonna bail you out, I'm gonna give you this. You forcing the man hand to sign with you.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't want to sit in jail.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. That is very true. And that's what I'm
saying. Cash Money. Cash Money too.
Yeah.
Straight up. I've actually saw an interview with matter of fact, they might have been in the fucking tunnel, and a guy was doing an interview with Juvenile, and baby ran up on this motherfucker, man. You would have thought he tried to take this man's life. He ran over there like, bro, nah, don't ever talk to my artist without me. Like, no smile, no type of don't ever do that. You're gonna get yourself hurt. Don't ever talk to my artist if I'm not around. And he was dead serious. Come to find out, Baby wasn't paying them. I mean, Baby wanted to keep them away from other artists to let them know how much they were getting paid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Baby was a scam artist. Baby been scamming for years.
Cause
he did Wayne dirty. I'm not gonna lie. But he did Turk so dirty. He did BG dirty as hell. Like the only one he really even let do anything really was Juvenile. Juvenile, the only one that really made something. But in the long run, he got fucked over.
But that's because Juvie was already popping. You know what I'm saying? Before Juvie was like the beginning of that whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So he had some leverage. He had some leverage with that. But can we really be mad at the way Baby does business when you know that's how he does business? Because everybody knew at that time that the way Baby does business is you have to sue him. You have to. But I'm saying if I'm about to sign you,
Bow Wow didn't have to sue him, and he got all the money he owed him. Bow Wow didn't even put out an album.
So the current era, no, we can't be mad. But them, yes, because they don't know this.
I think they did. I think they did know. I just think it was. I think it's hard. I think it's hard to walk away from something when you're comfortable. Everything is good in the hood when we was broke. Now next minute we're living it up. This nigga's giving me bands. He's giving me money. You're giving me everything I want in life. The shit only starts to go bad when you start to really look at it and go, all right, well, I done blew all this shit. Where the fuck is my check? Or where the fuck is when you start to think about it. But when you're in the moment, I don't really think motherfuckers was mad.
I
look of course not. I
give you a perspective from both sides on it. I get the business side of it because Baby, he manipulated them because they didn't really read their contracts. So he giving them all these gifts and whatnot. These gifts is counting as your points. So them points is dollars. So once I give you this, it's taken away from others. They're not reading it, so that's their fault. Yes. At the same time, you're supposed to be a big bro like they father, whatever. You're supposed to teach them. You're supposed to groom them and show them things. So you should have at least put them up on game and let them make the decision. Do I want this car? Do I want this money? So you can look at it.
I totally agree with that.
But
totally agree.
The thing that I'm trying to get a point of across is why I say I still could be mad at him, even though he didn't do it to me, just as a person that's a fan of the music industry and the culture. You didn't make Bow Wow have to sue you for his shit, and he never even gave you an album for how many years he was with you. Why you didn't do them the same way? I get Bow Wow had a better team behind him, but still.
We don't know that contract though.
Yeah, and at the same time, when you got to remember what you said right there. Bow Wow had a better team behind him. That's just it.
Yep.
No,
we don't know that
contract. You're supposed to be like their father. You telling everybody that's my son, these are my sons. Why are you doing your sons like that?
Because he
took care of them like he took care of them like they was his sons though. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I get why they're upset. Don't get it twisted. I understand why what's the name, but the running storyline and narrative has always been: if you want your money from Baby, you have to sue him.
Right.
That's it. It's always been that. After, not after
Han. You're gonna get it all. You're gonna settle you out just
exactly.
Yes. Exactly. It's like my thing is, it's like why am I even willing to do business over there today?
Thank you.
Why am I even willing to do business over there today? Which comes back to what I always say when I listen to Jay Mills and I watch these face-offs and he say, I didn't do this because I got a deal. And I'm like, my nigga, it's 2019. With all this free promotion, all these free platforms, who really needs who needs a deal?
You know who need deals? People who, it's two different kinds of people that use deals. People that don't want to use their own money, like Jadakiss, he prefer deals because he wants somebody else to manage that budget, which I get. He ain't trying to use his own money. But at the same time, you got other people who lazy, don't really know how to work the game like that, and just really don't know how to put themselves out there like that. Because you can look at, even like I said, Styles P from back, he used his own money to do a lot of shit, do a lot of projects he did. But Jadakiss, he always went through the labels and shit because he ain't using his own money. He said that plenty of times himself. Like, somebody else got a budget, they're going to give me to do X, Y, Z. Cool. Go ahead. Use that.
But peep game, who got the better look, though? Because at the end of the day, wanting a record deal only comes down to perception.
Right.
That's it. The machine behind you is going to make you look bigger than what you are.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Independent, I'm going to look like how I look independent.
It was good. No,
if I got a record deal and these niggas is pushing the machine, especially if we're talking about back then when niggas was going gold in a week or in a day, nigga, the record label was buying 500,000 from the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You going gold off the gate. Yeah, my shit just dropped an hour ago and it's gold. Nobody's telling you that Interscope, Def Jam, RCA, whatever you want, Sony, whatever. They're not telling you that, hey, they bought 500,000 copies. So we good. We done made our money back. We made it look like what it's supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because Rick Ross is another one. He used the hell out them budgets. He making it sound like he used his own money. That nigga used them budgets like crazy. I ain't mad at him, but it was like perception or something, but he really isn't.
How y'all feel about Wale?
That's the man right there. I fuck with Wale.
Like he don't really get a lot of credit anymore like he used to be honest. I fuck with Wale.
Yeah, he does not get the credit. That's for sure. He does not get the credit he deserves. Like, I want to say, I don't know, because I would say because he's pretty emotional. Like,
it's at his own fault. You're right. It's at his own fault.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that, but you gotta understand, he coming from DC, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He don't even have the typical DC sound from what I know about DC when it came to like some music stuff. He like did his own type of thing and made that shit pop. You gotta give that some credit because DC ain't easy to pop out of.
That's a fact.
But he's socially awkward.
Yeah. Like I said,
that's a good thing.
He's very, from what I see, like, if you like, to me.
Wait a minute, did you just say so is Kanye? My fault, Shoe Freak. I didn't mean to cut you off. Did you just say that?
Yeah, what? Kanye is socially awkward. I am not going to let you compare.
I'm not going to let you compare socially awkward to Kanye to Wale when Kanye is with Kim Kardashian.
Got a point there.
That's like Kanye know he's socially awkward. So who do you go get? You go get the face of a fucking America that everybody's watching. The Kardashians is the real life Cosby Show. Fuck that. So he know how to put himself. He know how to put himself in a lane without putting himself in a lane. That's the thing. Wale ain't really socially. Wale hasn't really put himself out there. Like we know Wale can rap. We know he's had some good ass records, but then he'll pop, and then he'll go into hiding, and then he'll lash out, and then he'll pop again, and then he'll go into hiding, and then he'll lash out. I like him. I like him for that. You know what I'm saying? I like him.
He's like the KD of the rap game because he take everything people say to heart.
And that's why both of them are from the same area. That's the weird part, because both of them are from this area and both of them are very emotional. Like I've seen, like I didn't actually witness it, but I've seen like different screenshots, people posting like Wale going back and forth with people in the comments. And I'm like, bro, you're never going to win that.
Mm-hmm.
You're never going to win that battle, bro. It's never worth it.
It only makes it bad when you do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're in the music business, so then it comes down to music. When's the last fire record we got from Wale? And I'm waiting for it because the second he give me something, I'm listening to it because he usually be dropping drools. Wale got a way of spitting.
Yeah, he good for dropping some hot singles. He'll drop 2 or 3 hot singles on you in a minute.
I like the way Wale talk. He be talking some real shit.
Like, yeah, he get busy. Like I said, I don't feel like, I don't know, man. It's just it's a different era now. Like you don't even, because like what Wale does now, it's not even, nobody really listens to it. Like if you just get in your car and just drive around your neighborhood for maybe, I'm gonna say like 30 minutes, just drive through the hood and just let the radio go. The shit that you're gonna hear is like, what?
Mm-hmm.
What am I listening to right now? Like I
said that the other day to my wife. I said, "Yo, this is what they're playing on the radio nowadays. Like this is crazy. Like as I'm listening to it, I'm like, how does this getting played on the radio?" And the DJ is like bigging it up. This that new shit. No. Play me some old shit then.
I got
definitely.
I got a question for y'all then. I just want to get y'all's opinions on this because y'all may or may not agree with what I'm saying. This is kind of how I'm looking at something right now. If Drake wouldn't have popped the way he did with some of his R&B type songs, I feel like Wale would still be out there a little bit more because he kind of gives it a little bit of a Wale vibe in some of the type of songs he does, to me personally anyway. I think he kind of stole some of that shine from him in a sense.
You're talking about that emo. Emo rap.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I could agree with that. I wouldn't say he stole it. I just think Drake was more marketable.
I think, but see,
that's what I meant. Yeah,
I think Drake outmarketed all of his peers because you got to remember, in that Wale bag, you got to throw Big Sean in that bag. Big Sean was in that bag.
Yeah.
J. Cole was in that bag. Look at J. Cole. J. Cole has even said it on records, like, "Yo, I just ain't wanting to push myself out there." But the one thing J. Cole does well, like I wish Wale would do, J. Cole keeps slapping you in the head with shit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna put out a verse. He gonna put out a record. He gonna keep producing some type of music. Wale likes to sit back and chill, along with like Big Strong. We still waiting on a Big Strong record. We know it's coming now, but where you been, bro? We've been looking for you.
Big Sean, but
shit, I'm still waiting on J. Cole and Kendrick album. What you mean?
Nah, that ain't never coming.
Big Sean nice though. Big Sean is nice.
Big Sean is nice.
I fuck with his whole storyline. I fuck with Big Sean his whole storyline is dope as fuck to me.
I like Big Sean. Big Sean is nice, man. But once again, these guys, I think they get their money. You do your touring. That's a lot of times. A lot of times when you don't see an artist, it's because they touring overseas. They getting that other bag.
Absolutely.
Because we all know music don't pay now. Ain't no record stores.
Yeah.
So music don't pay now.
Oh.
It takes what? They said 1 million streams to equal as one CD, one copy. Like that's crazy.
Unbelievable. Like yeah. You gotta. That's why, I mean, this is probably why they're always out doing tours all over the place because, like you said, there's no music stores. Nobody is buying CDs.
Nah.
For what?
Nope. Ain't no point.
So yeah.
I gotta get in my car to go to a record store to buy a CD versus I can do 2 clicks on a fucking phone and have it for the. No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, and then you got,
Plus, I can buy the albums online now, and I do it. I pay $9.99 for a subscription every month. Shit, CDs was like $16, $17 back then. Like, I'm not paying $17 for a CD, and I can pay $10 a month, and I can get everything.
and then you got stuff like Spirella, where you don't even have to buy the music. You know what I'm saying? So when you got stuff like that, it's like, oh, what am I doing here? I'm not buying that.
But see, the value of music and that's what they depreciated it. It's not, and that's why anything goes. That's where the term, the mumble rap came in, and then the ringtone rap and shit like that. Like, it's not the same.
Record companies did that so they could cut down their costs when it came to distribution. That's all that was.
Straight up.
That's all.
Yeah. But see, the thing about it is a lot of people don't understand when you have social media, when you have YouTube, free, Instagram, free, Facebook, free, Twitter, free. You don't even need to be dealing with a record label because all of that shit is free. I went into a consignment spot yesterday and I saw they had a little video playing, the young dude, Blueface something. I think that's his name. Bruh.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Tatiana.
I don't listen to that bullshit, man. Come on.
Bruh,
I'm just saying,
I'm in this consignment store and I'm listening and I'm like, what is this? He's like, oh, you don't know who that? I'm like, bruh, no, I'm asking you. I don't know who that is. What's going on here? I said, I wonder why this place is so damn empty. I wonder why it's empty.
Wait, y'all saying he's trash?
Bruh, from what I heard yesterday, garbage.
Okay. I'm not saying I don't agree with you, but you know,
I don't even know what that man looked like. I didn't even know that was his name.
Blueface is
gets no play in my ride.
Blueface? Yeah, Blueface, yeah.
How y'all feel about Fab though? Fab done stood the test of time.
Fab is one of the most consistent. Just like Jada, just like Fab, Jada.
I ain't feeling, but Fab is definitely one of my favorites.
Ross.
Fab is definitely one of the most consistent. When Fab hit the scene, he never left.
We need another Soul Tape though. I know that.
Oh no, that's a fact. Fab gets.
I still want to know what happened to Lil Mo.
No, you don't.
You know what, bro? Lil Mo was on a radio station in Washington, D.C., bro. And I'm talking about every morning I would listen to this radio station because Lil Mo was phenomenal on this radio station. Something happened. I cannot remember. Something happened, and she said some shit like, she said something that you can clear. I forgot the situation, but she said something that clearly went against the higher ups in the radio station. She was completely gone the next day.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I'm talking
I
about.
I don't know what happened to her. That's what I'm like. She literally fell off the face of the earth.
You notice I don't even these female R&B artists. You notice how they've all been shunned from the game, from Little Mo.
Yeah, I don't know if Little Mo has been blackballed from radio, because, bro, I saw Little Mo like the last time I saw the name Little Mo, she was doing like some type of promotion like on Instagram. Like if you pay her a certain amount of money, she'll post some of your stuff, and I'm like, hold up. We talking about Little Mo from Put It On Me. We talking about Little Mo from Superwoman. I'm confused. So something happened to where as though music is just not, from what I'm saying, music is just not on her side at the moment. I'm gonna say that.
I want to say that it has a lot to do with
on that side of the type of women anyway. Music is on the whole. Everybody want to be a city girl. That's why the Nicki Minaj's and Cardi B's and city girls. That's why all that shit pop. And the Megan, whatever her name, Megan Thee Stallion, whatever. Granted, she can rap. I give her that. But that's why all that shit pop, because that's what record labels want people to see, because that's what sells. So that's what everybody want to gravitate towards.
I think Cardi B get busy though. I think Cardi B can get busy. I think she get busy.
Oh no, she could put a hit out. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm just saying that's what record labels want anyway. So for her to already be like that, she didn't have to switch shit up. Nicki Minaj got
we come
groomed
back.
into
We
that
come
shit.
back to that pin game, though, guys. That pin game. It once again, that's not a rapper, though.
Who we talking
I
about?
never said she was a rapper. I just said she could put shit together.
No. I hear what you're saying, but I'm just saying in general, like that's a different. When we talking about certain artists, you got to remember, like as far as for the audience, you got to like.
Oh,
Who you saying is not a rapper as far as the female?
Cardi's not a rapper.
She's a performer.
Yeah.
I thought she was writing her own shit. She don't write her own shit.
Partisan.
No.
Partisan wrote her biggest hit to date.
Wow, I did not know that.
Partisan's pen is crazy, and anything that Bodak Yellow and all that shit, nigga, that's Partisan. That ain't Cardi.
You know she didn't write that.
She can just say it very well. We like her lisp.
I did not know that. Well, I don't follow her music that much, but I just know the shit that I hear sounds pretty good.
Same as Shorty from City Girls.
Okay, so question.
And they put that shit out there fast. They put that shit. You know why they did that though? They put that shit out there fast because they knew if it came out without them getting ahead of it, it would be an issue.
So, question: Is designer is he faking or is that really him?
Designer?
Yeah.
Designer.
Yeah.
I think he got Tourette's for real.
That's him. Designer really be saying shit. Motherfuckers just don't take the time to listen. Niggas are listening.
So what I'm hearing is he's acting. He's acting.
Nah, that's just he
I've
be
never
turned.
heard that. So
I ain't never heard he was acting.
Yeah,
and I've seen him in the street too.
I saw a couple interviews and they said he's not really like that's not really him. They said he saw a way to get
over.
See, I seen interviews even from people when he did like wilding out and stuff before. They would be like, man, even off camera, like that nigga really do be like that.
Yeah.
So y'all don't think he just acted because he got a persona to keep up.
I tell you like this.
I mean, that might be a part of the reason why he do it, but I think that really is his personality.
If he acting, he need to stop because obviously it ain't paying off no more.
Yeah, because that Panda shit was crazy.
Yeah, but he had hits after that.
I was fucking with Panda, but then once I heard that Timmy Turner shit, I was just like, all right, yeah, this ain't.
Nah, that Timmy Turner shit was not. That shit was nice though. That shit was nice. But it ain't hit like Panda though.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if you'd have gave me Timmy Turner first, then Panda, all right, I would have probably gave you a chance. You give me Panda, then you give me Timmy Turner. I was just like
his other record.
Where do I go from here?
And that's the thing, because I haven't heard nothing else from him.
And he got some joints. It's just like I said, they not putting the push. He over there with good music. He ain't really producing.
I wonder why the fuck is he still over there?
Contract. You got albums to be. When you sign these deals, you got albums to fulfill.
Yeah, see, and
you might sign your contract. You might sign your contract.
Album deals.
Yeah, you might sign your contract 5 to 7 albums. Okay, your first album was fire. Kanye, you had a great look. Kanye put you on your joint. That what's the name? What's Life of Pablo, right? Yeah, Life of Pablo. Then you gonna go. He going doing his tours. You know, designers doing tours and shows and shit like that. But now when you come back, you gotta produce. Not only do you have to. This is the thing when you sign to an artist. Not only do you have to produce for yourself, you have to produce for your boss. That's a fact. Like, you have to give something to Kanye. If you're not bringing nothing for him to want to jump on the track, then why am I going to even put you out?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and that's the crazy part, because people know this, and they still sign these deals 5 to 7. My fuck no. 7?
I don't even see signing a 5D album.
Who doing 5 albums? You're like who?
I don't think he could do 3. But Shufri, let me pitch you this.
Of course he can.
I come to you and I say, yo, Shufri, I'm gonna give you 10 million right now. Sign to me for 3 albums. What you gonna say? And I'm talking about you had nothing. You sleeping in the car. And you got a hit record going up.
3 albums. I'm with it for 3.
Okay, now
Yeah,
peep.
but
Now hold on.
Go ahead, Retro. Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me tell you how. Now, peep game. This how it work now. Now you done signed 3 albums with me. Okay, your first album went out. If your first album ain't recoup, you still owe me, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you trying to give me 2 more albums, nigga. I still need my money from the first album.
Sure. So then at that point you gotta I mean, obviously you gotta put some work in because you gotta recoup back everything that you owe. You gotta put the work in. That's a given.
Got you. Now you gotta put the work in. But what if you put it in the work and ain't producing?
You still not only that, you still gotta pay back all the other shit you getting too.
This is where I think he's at.
The time and everything else, everything you're doing, you getting fronted for it. They paying for it, so they recouping it on the back.
And as you're doing that, you're still owing. You're going into debt. You're going into debt. You're still trying to pay off of it.
Never-ending cycle. That's why some people be on tour for so long, 2-3 years at a time, because they got to make that money to pay them back. And then most people's first tour, they use that just to pay shit back. And then their second one, that's when they really start making money.
Yeah, so it's like, and this, like I said, this is why I feel like I feel like today's music artists are a lot wiser. I will say that because, like, I watched, and I'm just talking about R&B, rap, and all. I watched the interview with I watched the interview with So For Real. I watched the interview with Another Bad Creation. I watched the interview with Boyz II Men. It's just listening to all these different people, and none of these motherfuckers read their contract. Nobody. And I'm like, now I understand you want to put yourself in a better position out of desperation. I totally get that. My nigga, but I'm talking about act after act after act after nobody reads the contract. What are you guys doing?
They trust the person that's putting them in them positions, but little do they realize like that person was you back in the day, but they didn't really learn from that, so they just trying to find the best way for them to get over. Everybody getting over on somebody.
True.
Just like how what was it? What was Bobby Brown and Ronnie and all them, you know, that New Edition them, and then when Ronnie ended up starting to do it, he the one that put Boyz II Men on all that shit. Like everybody, it's this never ending cycle. Shit just keeps going.
Yeah, it's like, but damn, but you would think somebody would be reading something somewhere.
Like Retro said, they see that money and they lose. They ain't worried about anything else. They say, he said he gonna give me XYZ, but on his paper, that XYZ, that money is split up over whatever. They don't look at all that. They're just looking at figures, you know, based on what somebody tell them.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Because I just watch interviews. I just watch the interviews from different musical artists, and a lot of them, man, they just talk about how they just didn't read contracts, and I'm like, what the.
Yeah, but I credit Jay-Z and Pimp C to a lot of that because they put a lot of info out there, and a lot of folks, they didn't catch on to it at first, but a lot of niggas started catching on to it, like especially after Pimp C died, people really started catching on to a lot of shit he was saying as far as Jay also putting shit out there, telling people like, look, this is the game, this is what you got to do, woo blah, all that kind of good shit, you know, so.
Yeah, because it don't make sense. Like, my thing is, that's like if you get a job offer from a job. My nigga, you're gonna. It's only right that you read the job offer to see what your duties are, what days you off, and how much they're paying you. I mean, that's a given.
Things are still subject to change, though, because you got to remember some of these. When you're in that, I've seen an interview where the motherfucker told him, if you go get your own lawyer, this deal's not going there. So that means you're left on. That means you're left on you reading this contract and you trying to understand it. Because if I now leave here and don't use your lawyer, you're not gonna give me this 10 mil.
Facts.
I need this 10 mil.
Yeah. But you also gotta remember like this. Master P said if Jimmy Iovine was willing to give me $1 million, I know I'm worth 100. You gotta have that mindset yourself. If a nigga tell you, Retro, I'm gonna give you 10 million. Here's your contract. However, you cannot go get your own lawyer to go over this contract with you. If you do, the deal's off. Nigga, the deal better be off.
Oh yeah, the deal's off. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
That's a damn getaway.
Yeah, but look at once I always like to look at the shit and go, where was the artist when they signed that deal? And 9 times out of 10, nobody gets into the entertainment business rich. You're not rich when you come and get into the game.
Straight up. You're not rich.
So
You're not rich with money. You're not rich with money, but the knowledge. Like, put it like this. I don't think Drake has ever had an issue with Cash Money about his money.
Nope.
Nah. But his deal, but he not signed to Cash Money. He not signed to Cash Money. We got to remember that, guys.
Well, Universal. He knew going in. What he was worth.
There you go. Universal and Young Money. He not signed to Cash Money.
Yeah, but you remember he had that experience too, because even when he came out with all the successful, the song was damn near 2-3 years old before everybody really heard the shit anyway. So he already knew what he had going into it.
Yeah, and then he kind of had the show going too, so he was already in.
He came in with though, guys. Yeah, he came in with bread. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Coming from Degrassi, he came in with a bag.
Oh yeah, he definitely didn't start from the bottom.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, so he
came in with.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like, my thing is, at the end of the day, it's like I watch so many, and then sometimes, bro, I be on YouTube, like, after we get off a live, I get off live and I just be on YouTube and I let it go. And I just listen and I just want, like R. Kelly. Regardless of all the shit that R. Kelly did, all the people that he wrote for, and he don't have no money.
Well, that's partially his fault. The motherfucker can't read or write. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. I agree.
That speaks to the same thing. Even that's not musical, it's basketball related, but that's the same thing. Like, even with Kevin Garnett, this motherfucker had $200 million contracts, but you lost $79 million. How?
Oh my god!
Like now you're a commentator on a lot of different shows because you have to be. Like,
yeah. I'm not going from $100 million. I'm not going from $100 million athlete to now working a job. No.
Yeah.
No.
So then, how y'all feel about the blackball situation? Because now this comes down to what you were saying, Shoefree. Okay, I go into this label and they tell me, yo, if you go get your own lawyer, this deal's not happening. I say, fuck y'all, I'm not signing this deal, and I leave. Right from there, you're blackballed. Ain't no other label's gonna touch you. You know what they're telling them? Oh, he's difficult to work with.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But see, you gotta remember.
You also put in your own work then.
Yeah, you gotta put your own work in.
You gotta pull a
I hear what y'all saying, but how many Jay-Z's are out there?
Not many.
How many Jay-Z's are out there? How many Pimp C's are out there?
Not many.
Not a lot.
That's what I'm saying. So you talking about 1 in a million. You looking at when you look at the classroom and you say this when the teacher goes, hey kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? Niggas gonna say doctors, lawyers, this and that, surgeons, all that other shit. Nigga, the reality of this shit is some of y'all niggas is going to work a 9 to 5. That is what it is. Like, it don't put it in work or not. I know niggas that went to college and they in debt right now to be doctors and shit, and they working right beside me type shit. That's all I'm saying. Like, it doesn't. It's not. It ain't set up that way. You know what I'm saying?
Retro over here throwing shots at motherfuckers, not making me feel bad.
Hey,
damn degree.
No, we got the same. Yo, we go retro, my nigga. Come on, it's love. It's love,
nigga, you talking about throwing them, nigga?
Y'all know I'm just saying real shit. Like, cause as me growing up and people I know growing up and when you have dreams of being something or being bigger than life and things like that, there's real things as gatekeepers and people that will keep you out of situations, keep you away from situations, even though you've put in the work to get what you deserve. There's still somebody that could be there going, no, you're not getting it. No.
Jones was definitely a gatekeeper, and that motherfucker. Yeah. Never mind. I'm not even gonna get into all that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, you gotta. My thing is, it's all about faith. You gotta have faith in something or someone. Because what's for you is for you.
You gotta have faith, but you also gotta have your own work ethic. A lot of people don't even want to put in their own work. They want somebody else to tell them what to do, when to do, how to do, all that kind of stuff. And you ain't gonna get nowhere if you don't have that yourself.
recognize
telling you to do it, it's not going to help you that much because you end up not being your own artist. You end up being what they want you to be.
Totally agree. I
That's
totally agree. All right, fellas. Look, my wife just came home with some food. This conversation was spectacular. I appreciate you pulling up like always.
You got our McChickens too? I mean, what's up?
Hey, look, unless y'all about to pull up, and then and on top of that, it's Chick-fil-A. I don't really fuck with McDonald's. It's that good old Chick-fil-A.
Oh, Chick-fil-A. Okay,
that's even better.
You know, with that awesome ass customer service they got over there.
That's all I want to say right there, man.
I need me a woman that's the Chick-fil-A manager. Or
that's it, right there.
Hey, Russell, you know I've been trying to read that fucking shirt all night.
That's all I want to say, y'all. Appreciate you, Freak, and Retro Rico got me out here chilling, but I am just the Funko bro. You already know. Bang, bang.
No doubt. Y'all have a good night, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up.
Yes, sir.
No problem. Anytime, fam.